Happy Valentine's Day, people. And Taylor.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
Thank you. We're starting to record the episode. Drama's in the middle of some work meeting, and Anand and I unfortunately have to leave early today. So we're getting started. He'll join us in a few minutes. The first topic we're going to get right into is Valentine's Day.
Big day for single guys.
Big day.
Or
for married people, I'm not doing shit for Valentine's Day. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, we're going to dinner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With another couple.
Where are you going?
Quality.
Okay, so you're going to the Mel's Diner of your neighborhood for Valentine's Day. Okay.
They have a special Valentine's. So they're typically only open till 3 p.m.
Okay.
We go there.
Who the fuck is going to Quality on Valentine's Day?
So they have a dinner that they do periodically for big events.
Okay, so people that don't live in LA, Quality's on 3rd Street. It's
famous.
I don't know if it's famous. It's like a high-end diner.
Yeah.
But that's how you, like, big menu, a lot of choices.
Yeah.
We are doing nothing. Dominic, I think, wrote some Valentine's cards, so I'm sure I'll get something from him. But I think once you get married, Valentine's Day is over.
Or you go to Quality.
Or you go to Quality.
So it's over.
Yeah, you sort of. And so we, was reading about a lot of stats on Valentine's Day, which I want to get into. But Taylor being our resident single guy, because I know Pete's not doing shit for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Pete, what are you doing?
It's called Vaseline and Home Alone.
No, he did say no. He actually referenced before we started recording that YouPorn's free. Or Pornhub. Pornhub's free.
Pornhub is free.
Premium is free. There he is.
Drama finally entered. So we'll get to Taylor right now. Taylor, talk to me about your Valentine's Day plans.
So I flew back to LA. I've been in Park City for the past probably 3 weeks.
Yeah. What are you doing out there? People have been asking.
Living.
Okay.
With some very interesting people.
Will that be revealed at some point?
Potentially.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to what you're doing for Valentine's Day.
So I came back here. I'm actually going out to this restaurant called Cliff's Edge in Echo Park.
Oh, yeah.
It looks
very
like a really
famous place.
I
Yeah.
Googled most romantic places in Los Angeles.
That's how you picked it?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
It looks cool. There's a big tree in the middle of the restaurant.
You probably saw Yamashiro on that list too.
Yamashiro's number one.
I've been there before.
Little door.
Yeah. Yeah,
what
pretty
else?
much.
Okay.
So I'm going there actually tonight, not Valentine's Day, the night before, because I couldn't get a res on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because I tried booking 2 last minute. And tonight is the night the girl I'm talking to, I'm going to ask her to be my girlfriend, and we're going to see how it goes.
Wow.
So let me ask you a question. Yes. I don't ever remember having that conversation as like when I was dating someone.
It's like Saved by the Bell. Do you want to go steady?
Yeah, like, do you really go? So what's the exact question you're going to ask?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we've been kind of what we call talking for probably 2.5 months.
Is that all you guys do? You just talk to each
DM
other?
or text?
No, that's what the kids say. If you're with someone, you're talking to someone.
Okay.
But we're not, it's never been boyfriend, girlfriend yet. So
How many times have you guys hung out in person?
a lot, like probably 20 times.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, you're already boyfriend, girlfriend.
But not officially.
Okay.
Like
because before today, you could have sex with anyone you want.
anyone.
Okay.
Anyone.
Okay, was that ever discussed, or you just?
So she
No,
can have
we
sex
didn't-
with anyone she wants. And
Yes,
you can have
we
sex-
haven't discussed that we can't have sex with anyone else. That's
Okay.
we're not exclusive. Is
That
what the
seems
kids
like a
call it.
loophole.
But if you
So-
had sex with someone, that's not a deal breaker.
We hadn't talked about it. I think she'd be upset, but she'd be like, "Well, we didn't have the exclusive talk yet, so
See, that's
you're not
the
liable."
part I don't
So,
agree
so
with.
you're gonna go today and say, I want to ask you today that I will no longer have sex with other people.
That's pretty much what you're saying, right?
That to me is so absurd.
That's the whole.
I actually don't know how to say it. I don't know if I'm going to say like, "Hey, you're my girlfriend now," or
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, wow.
I might
We're not in
ask,
Saudi
"Do you
Arabia,
wanna be
bro.
my
You just don't say you're my girlfriend.
Yeah. I now own you, woman.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's implied, but it's not full. So, for example, like we both.
Valentine's Day is implying you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend.
I think
No,
it's been
'cause it's not-
implied 20 times.
But with if you're not if you don't have the exclusive talk, the exclusive talk is this huge thing.
I've never heard of this exclusive
Yes,
talk.
No.
I've had this talk several times.
And how do you do it? I know
I
you're
say-
not.
I say-
You're like, hey, bro. You wanna?
Yo.
It's just me and you
You
now,
wanna be
right?
exclusive? Yo, we exclusive, right?
Yeah. You're not
I
having,
can't
you're
even
not having
say
sex with anyone else, are you?
Yo.
Okay, me neither. Me
Okay, me
neither.
neither.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I just broke my virginity. No, No, you say like.
Literally, I want the words.
I want
to
the
know
words.
Exactly the words.
So what
you
are we
would say.
doing here? You my girlfriend? Am I your boyfriend? Like, what are we doing? And that was one I've dropped before. Like,
Yeah.
are we official? Are we?
Are we
they're
boyfriend,
Are you
boyfriend?
throwing
Right.
up rap
Like a-
signs?
Yes.
Like
yes.
a-
When I feel
what are we
comfortable.
doing here? What are we doing?
And he
Right.
you give him a sheet of paper.
Yeah, and then sign away your rights.
Well, it's actually not signing with the rights. You actually just delete the other dating apps on your phone.
Oh, is that
how you
that's
know.
the sign?
So even with me and this girl, we both have Hinge installed. Neither of us use it at all, but like
You have
we
to
both-
uninstall Hinge.
I think so. I think that's the
Okay,
rule.
what about when does the first Instagram post go?
That's a harder one. Especially for me coming out of a relationship, like pretty quickly. Like you just don't force into that.
Okay, so when will the first post be?
I don't know. I'll probably wait at least a month or so. Time it out. It's whenever I have a good picture, and whenever the
You
time.
can have a great picture going to the most romantic restaurant in LA according to fucking Yelp.
but you also like once you don't announce to the world until you really, really are into it.
And is she going to be joining you in Park City?
Yeah. So we actually made a bet on the Super Bowl. If the Niners won, I would have to fly to LA. If the Chiefs won, she'd have to fly to Park City. She lost the bet.
And you
but
still
I'm here. She has like a thing she has to do for her whatever.
She's a remote worker, I'm assuming.
No, she's Miss California actually.
Wow, you just gave away who your girlfriend is.
Guess you don't even have to post it.
So she has to do this like Miss California thing on Valentine's Day.
What
here,
year?
So she'd be this year.
This year.
2020 or
She won
2019?
like literally like 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, which didn't change my decision to make her my girlfriend. On the record.
I know. Why didn't you do it 4 weeks ago? Roll the dice and see if she
We
would
didn't know
win.
each other well enough then.
Oh my God. So part of the reason I want to talk about this is obviously this year will be record spending on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
They said the average person is spending nearly $200
I'll
for
get there.
Valentine's Day. So you're going to exceed that. Are you coming with flowers or chocolates or anything?
Already dropped off flowers today.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's good. Hit up her mom, figure out which one she likes.
Wow,
Like,
you already know her
Wow.
parents? Might as well show up with a ring.
I'm also like super friendly with everyone I date and their families. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's not a good. That's not a
I
good
get close.
strategy. Just so
I get close with all the friends and family real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't really drink at dinner, so I don't know if we'll actually spend that much. Probably like 150, 100, 150.
you're not going to drink? Not a glass of wine?
Maybe a little like tequila soda or something, but
Okay.
nothing too crazy.
And then you got flowers. Flowers are
Flowers
what,
are-
$70?
Wait, is your girlfriend
What
Indian?
kind of flowers are you buying?
I don't
Is
know.
your
how much-
girlfriend Indian?
She's half Indian.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gupta.
Her last name's Gupta. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he said Miss California.
Yeah, he already gave it away.
All right, you could
Yeah.
go to Instagram.
I met her in Miami.
Yeah, Alicia Gupta.
Yeah.
Gupta.
Why are
If
you,
you wanna
dropping
be-
the accent? You're being racist towards
Yeah,
your
that was
girlfriend?
racist. Yeah.
I take offense.
She's also the whitest looking Indian girl.
Yeah, I
ever.
know. It
There's-
threw me off then when I saw the last name.
Yeah,
So how much were the flowers?
like $30.
Where are you buying flowers?
Whole Foods.
Ralph's?
Whole Foods. The Whole Foods right here in Fairfax and 3rd.
I'm going to put you on to a really nice flower shop. It's very expensive, but it's beautiful flowers.
Sure. I'm sure she'd love it.
Yeah.
I have no attention to detail with flowers.
And then so after dinner, what happens? After the dinner, will you have the talk? Or is it during the dinner or during the car ride?
I
Do
think
you
the-
Uber? Do you drive?
We'll drive, because we just don't drink that much. We'll probably
Don't drink that much.
we'll have a glass of wine or one drink.
Okay.
I'll probably ask during dinner or after dinner.
Yeah.
What if she's like, no, I'm good with our situation?
That's great for me too. Like,
I mean, especially after this, we need to now recap on the next episode. Like, you know what? Looks like it's not going to pan out.
we'll get her in here live. She could. give
Yeah,
her a
we need her
recap.
live. We need her live if she rejects you.
I mean, if she says no and then hears this episode,
I assume she'll laugh at this episode, but
You'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out.
All right, good. Well, good
Yeah.
luck. Happy
Thank you.
Valentine's Day. What are you doing, Pete? You're doing nothing, right?
You're probably just gonna get hammered again.
Gonna hopefully find the lucky one that way.
We're rolling the
Stumbling
dice.
down
Hey,
Ocean Avenue.
you never know.
You know, she's pushing a bird. I'm pushing a lime. It's love
Holding
at first
hands,
sight.
doing our thing.
Do you actually have plans to go out, or are you just going to do a normal
No,
Friday?
I think we're going to some concert tomorrow night.
What concert?
Pete, do you have like girls out here?
Don't worry about me, man. I'm not. My mom listens to this podcast. We're not.
Like, do you have like girls that you
Yeah,
call?
yeah,
and-
yeah. Of course. Don't
You
worry
do?
about me.
Yeah, Pete goes out and he drops like, "Oh, you heard of Young and Reckless and Drama? Yeah, I know him.
Pretty much, I'm a
Look at these pictures.
Yeah, I founded it with Young and with
No,
Drama years ago.
It's pretty easy with like dating apps and shit. So, at least like meet people.
I would love to see your dating profile. Can we post that on Instagram?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely not.
We need Pete's
Is that why
dating-
you took those weird photos with the fake glasses? Was that for the dating app?
Yeah. It makes me look way more
I bet
intelligent.
his dating app is like him next to Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
And Delilah.
It's just Kyle Allen.
Yeah, just me and Kyle.
like Big O. I'm trying to think of who else. What other
Jaleel.
Yeah, Jaleel. Just a regular day.
Yeah, just average.
That's cool, man. Okay, what were we talking about? I came in late. We were talking about
Valentine's Day. We just
started.
literally started about Valentine's Day.
Okay. Do you guys? Let me ask you this: you guys are both married. Do you still care to celebrate?
No, we
Valentine's
just said
Day?
we don't do anything.
No, I'm going to dinner. I'm going to Quality.
Look at that, good husband. You don't give a shit.
So me, the first date that Haley and I had, our second time around, which we ended up getting married, was the day after Valentine's
When he said
Day.
second time around, it's like, do you have a second marriage?
No, second time with Haley.
second try at the relationship.
Yeah, second try at the relationship.
Second first date.
When I was, we got back together. Our first date was at a restaurant called Little Dom's in
I remember
Silver
that
Lake, Los Feliz area, and we're going back. We still do that
So
tradition.
you are romantic.
but not on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Don't want
so
to
you're
get
not
ripped
romantic.
off.
No,
And that's the name. That's where you got Dom.
that's Dominic, Little Dom.
Wow. Okay. Well, I would suggest. Why don't you take her home flowers or something?
Maybe I will.
Chocolate. Keep the love alive.
She's not gonna eat like a box of C's.
It's the thought
It's
that
the
counts.
thought,
Take her
yeah.
home some kale or whatever.
Just a fresh bed of kale.
What are you doing?
I'll probably do flowers and. Well, I mean, this episode's going to be out. I don't want to blow my little bit of a surprise. Like, I'll do something small. I'll do like flowers.
Are you gonna
small
do dinner?
gift.
You should cook dinner.
Probably dinner. I'm not much of a chef.
Heat up a mac and cheese.
We can go somewhere.
Okay.
Go to one.
But you
got
got to make res way in advance on Valentine's, unless you're hitting up like Sweet Green.
No, we'll go to like Boa or something.
You just think you're gonna get a res? You're just gonna walk.
You should
into
go to
Boa?
Mason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know or not, but I was at the Jay-Z Oscar party. Things have been really different ever since then. Pretty much walk in anyway. I'll piece it together, but it'll be good. I just think it's important for, like, you got to do something. You know, I don't know. I don't see it as like a big gift-giving holiday, but like it's something to give some
Yeah,
acknowledgement.
maybe I'll do a card.
Maybe a nice handwritten card.
I'll do a card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write a note.
I mean, Dom's
Ever
giving you
since-
guys cards.
Ever since our first date, I knew
Yeah.
that you were the one. Okay. Okay, you want to get into some news?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, can we talk about Michael Bloomberg?
Yeah.
This guy, I don't know what happened. So I'm a little bit out of the politic news, but all of a sudden yesterday, Michael Bloomberg is just like king of the internet.
Yeah.
So he has memes coming out like crazy. He has sponsored posts all over my feed.
Yep.
Looks like he did a collab with Fuck Jerry. Mm-hmm. He got in a Twitter beef with Donald Trump.
Yep.
Who called him, like, he said he was like a lazy dead bag of energy or something.
He called him a 5'4".
Yeah.
He put his height, and then Trump did an image of like monster Trump over Mini Mike.
Is Michael Bloomberg really short?
Yeah.
I
he's
didn't
tiny
know
guy.
that.
I actually
5'8".
got to shake his hand. He's a
5'8",
short
and Trump's
guy.
And
like
Trump called
6'4".
him 5'4".
How tall's Trump? 6 something?
6'3", 6.
Trump's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Mini Mike. And then Mini Mike clapped back and said, I know people, we have mutual friends, they all call you clowns. They
Yeah.
all call you a clown.
Yeah.
But what happened? He just made a hard run at a meme, trying to be a meme god?
What's interesting is so Michael Bloomberg has spent, I think he spent $10 million on Super Bowl. He spent like $100 million already on this campaign. And,
Little did he know, all he had to do was make a few memes.
And no one really gave a shit.
Yeah.
And no one was talking about Michael Bloomberg. Specifically, young people were not talking about him. He probably spent like 50 G's with Fuck Jerry, and now everyone fucking knows who he is.
It's so true.
So
No,
he,
so
he hired Jerry Media, which is Fuck Jerry and all the meme accounts that those guys do. And they put together this amazing DM interactions between all these meme accounts that, like, I don't know, 20 accounts posted. 60 accounts posted. Wow. And so he's effectively reached the internet
Yeah.
in America with, I can't imagine they spent a lot of money. Maybe even if it spent $500,000, It's so inexpensive compared to $10 million on the Super Bowl, which is like no one was talking about his commercials. But he
so
did a couple memes.
I will say that here's the caveat to all of this. If you look at any election and who votes, it's old people, and his TV ads were working.
Yeah.
He's gained in the polls from 0 to actually being relevant in the last month because of the hundreds of millions of dollars he's spending on TV and Facebook. You're relevant on the internet. Unfortunately, on the internet, none of those people vote. Maybe you convert some Bernie burners because they're like, man, this dude's got memes.
But,
fuck Bernie.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Mike.
Even though it doesn't convert into voters, I agree with that.
Because only old people vote. We
I know
that.
But you need to control the media narrative, and this got him a New York Times story.
Sure.
It got him Washington Post coverage. It got him mainstream news is like talking about Michael Bloomberg, and they weren't before. They were just like, yes, he's in the race because he's not
Look,
even.
it's a full positive. I completely agree, but the TV ads are working. Because those are the people that vote.
Yeah, of
Old
course.
people watch TV. They watch CSI Miami. They watch
CSI Miami's on
whatever.
there.
They watch Law and Order, and they see, oh, Bloomberg. I like him.
Yeah.
I like that, Michael.
Mini
Yeah.
Mike.
Seems real responsible. A little short guy, short little guy.
Yeah, short
You know
little
he's getting
billionaire.
backlash from woke. Woke hates Mini Mike.
Why
Well,
would
Because
Because of
the
the-
problem is of one thing. When he was mayor of New York City, he's the one that
stop and frisk.
Stop and frisk.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he carried it on from Giuliani.
But he's doubling down on it for his campaign.
Yeah, but he really pushed forward on it, and he's apologized for it. Said it was the wrong thing to do. And the thing about
But
it
you
is,
can't do that to woke.
That's true, but I thought he said that I thought he made some sort of statement or something about, like, positive about it.
no, I think he's backed off from it.
Okay.
He
I just
made-
want to make sure, because I thought I saw,
Yeah.
like, a Breakfast Club, like, Michael Bloomberg doubles down on.
Maybe it's recent.
Okay.
From what I saw, he looked like he backed down, but that is unfortunately hurt his thing. But I mean, those people were never going to vote for Michael Bloomberg anyways, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah. That's in charge. Yeah, maybe. Maybe
Mini
he's
Mike.
off it.
I feel like Trump's a little scared of Mini Mike.
Of course he is,
That's
'cause-
why he's mocking him
course.
right now.
Yeah.
He wants Bernie so badly
Yeah.
because he's like the Bernie people.
Yeah.
He's been pushing Bernie not quietly. On Twitter, he's been kind of hinting.
Because he has a
like,
way better chance against Bernie Sanders than Michael
Yeah.
Bloomberg. Because moderate.
No, the rich
Republicans-
people that will vote for Trump or support Trump if Bernie comes will all switch to Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why. Because they resurfaced old audio.
Yeah.
Where he said
Yeah.
95% of your murderers or murder victims fit one MO.
Yeah.
You just take a description, Xerox it, and pass it around to all the cops, which seems very racist. It does. I mean, I don't really, it kind of does. But it's old.
And Trump is obviously has seen that resurface, went on Twitter and said he hasn't been very good to black people.
Yeah.
Nice. Good move. You got to use it. Yeah. I want to talk about Trump, actually. Trump, a lot of people say, and to keep in mind, none of us are really pro-Trump, but we love the entertainment. But a lot of people say, like, Trump has had, hasn't really had much of an impact, especially on, like, our youth and stuff like that. And I just want to say, like, we have this article here. Trump has actually made a huge impact on the youth of America.
Yeah.
Namely, the way that they bully each other.
Yeah.
Big influence. Lots of good inspiration.
2 kindergartners in Utah told Latino boys to go back to Mexico.
Yeah.
Teenagers in Maine sneered, ban Muslims.
Okay. So
This is Trump country in
Yeah.
Ohio.
They said that?
In Ohio.
Oh, no.
Middle schoolers.
So, he's having an impact. It may not be a positive one,
Yeah.
but he's affecting the way that American children bully each other.
As someone that definitely got his fair share of racial slurs thrown his way, I don't think Donald Trump, I think Donald Trump is getting credit for this. Kids are cruel.
Yeah, but
I was called sand N-word all the time.
I just don't
But I
think the
will
go
say
back to your
he's-
country rhetoric was
No,
as strong.
and I will say, like, sure, it's like inappropriate and what he says is really bad. They're catchy slogans.
Yeah.
His hate rhetoric is catchy.
It's good marketing.
It's like back when Eminem was hot.
Yeah.
It's like you package that up in some good lyrics.
Yeah.
You're going to use it.
Yeah. I just don't. Here's the thing is when we were growing up, so much of that was commonplace. And I don't know the 30 years that I wasn't in school, like in middle school or elementary school. I don't know 10 years ago how kids were talking in middle schools and elementary schools. But Trump is getting credit for that type of language.
Yep.
But I don't think that shit ever left. That's how kids are. They're cruel.
I think he just gave new slogans for them to use.
Yeah, and I think he also gave a little bit of like, you have
Confidence?
a little, confidence.
Yeah.
He gave hateful people a little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
I would say a lot. Like, hey, this is okay. Like, I'm racist. I'm allowed to be
maybe a lot.
racist.
Yeah,
Maybe
Pete's
a lot.
nodding his head. He's like, yeah, I'm dropping,
No, I'm not agreeing with this.
everywhere now.
That I do that.
I just went to lunch and told everyone to go back to their country.
I'm agreeing that yes,
Taylor,
that's
go
what
back to Israel.
See, it's always a bad picture painted for me.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, you were over there shaking your head like, yeah.
In agreement that that's what it's doing to people,
but
not
it's
that I'm in agreement
it's-
with it.
Undoubtedly, he empowered racist people to feel that they're okay to be racist.
Yeah, that's true.
Unquestionable.
Okay, well, listen. There's an impact.
Everyone has an impact.
Everyone has an impact. Okay, here's another one. We're going to jump into some sports news real quick. It looks like Tristan Thompson is firing some shots at LeBron James.
Yes.
And he's saying some stuff that I just refuse to believe is true.
I was so upset about this.
I don't believe it. And I think that he's slandering the King's name, and I think he needs to be addressed.
Yes.
He is claiming that LeBron James has the worst diet ever. That
Worst
he eats,
fucking diet ever.
He eats like shit.
He has like 5 French toast, drowns it in syrup with strawberries and bananas. Then he has like 4 egg omelet, and then he goes and just fucking dunks on somebody. It doesn't make sense.
I don't
He
believe
eats
it.
desserts with every meal. He'll come with his 1 week diet vegan crap, but he literally eats anything he wants. It doesn't make sense.
I don't believe it.
I believe it.
How
don't think
this
so.
guy is literally the poster child.
Here's why. He's obviously a freak.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anyone like him athletically.
Yes, but he takes care of his body.
Who's Tristan Thompson's agent? Rich Paul.
Yeah.
So he's part of the inner circle. So if Tristan Thompson is saying
He's also cheating on Khloe Kardashian.
it's fine, but he's around LeBron.
I don't trust him.
LeBron's
trust him.
posting like a Sauvignon Blanc at 2 p.m.
No.
That's fine. He didn't talk about his drinking.
You see what he did to Jordan?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Michael.
Yeah.
I'm talking about little Jordan Woods. He's untrustworthy.
Yeah.
I mean, Tristan Thompson's a pretty credible source.
Is he?
Is he?
He's part of the crew. If
No.
Rich is your agent,
I don't know. He's a cheater.
so if Rich gets rid of him as a client, then I believe he was lying.
I bet you he's fired.
I think he walked in one day. Rich said, "Hey, you want to come hang out with the King?" He's like, "Yes, I'd love to." And then he brought him in.
He was having
it was
brunch-
cheat day.
They were teammates.
They were on vacation, probably.
They were
How dare you say that
teammates.
to the King? Not only is the King the absolute poster child for health, but he's injury proof.
Yeah, I think he's genetically just
I know, but-
a machine.
I just don't believe he would treat his body like that.
I mean, there are reports he spends $1 million a year on his body.
Yeah,
maybe it's to
and then you're
suck the
shoving it-
French toast out of his body.
Maybe he has a machine that can suck all
Maybe
the
it's like
negative.
vegan French
I mean,
toast.
Bezos eats like shit. I saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Okay, well, I'm still not buying it.
Neither am I.
Sorry, Tristan, you lost my trust back
Yeah.
at the Jordan
If Rich
thing.
cuts him as a client, then I believe he was lying.
Okay, well, I think he should, just for speaking on the King like that. Okay, let's talk about Fortnite.
Yep.
What's going on? The IRS. So in Fortnite, there's like this virtual currency, and the IRS has decided that they're going to tax it, or they're not going to tax it, or what are they doing?
They were originally going to tax it,
Okay.
and all the transactions that happen on Fortnite, and now it has been mysteriously deleted.
By a hacker, by Ninja.
And then IRS is now claiming that, it's been corrected. So it's unclear how they're handling the filings for virtual currencies because Fortnite has so many players and there's money being exchanged. Like, how does a company like Fortnite deal with there's tax implications with all this money going back and forth? It's very unclear. It's just interesting that it's gotten so big that the IRS now has to address how video game currencies are handled in federal taxes.
Do you know like how it works? Like, do you put like a credit card in, you change it to money? Like, do you know how that process works?
No, I actually don't. I've never.
Meaning if you buy virtual currency?
Like, how's it work? Like, are you
Yeah,
sending it to
yeah.
other people?
Yeah, if you are a game player, you're either linking it to your bank account or paying with credit card.
But aren't you just buying? I thought you were just buying like armors and skins and stuff.
But
Like, can
they
I send
appreciate
you?
in value is the point.
Do
so
they?
You can
yeah.
resell it.
Yeah, of course. So if you have like a hot armor piece, you can sell it for
Are you
more.
shitting me?
Swear on my life.
So you can be like, yo, you trying to cop this freaking armor piece?
Yeah.
I bought it for 20. I'll sell it to you for 40.
Of course.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Okay, of course it's tax then. What do you think? These kids are just going to be flipping shit off the record?
Yeah, it's not. The only reason it's a tax event if there's gains. You can't tax someone for buying something and holding it.
But that's why I was confused. I thought you just used it to purchase upgrades. I didn't know there was an exchange. I didn't know
you can sell stuff.
Shady little characters. These little 12-year-olds. There's little kids on there just flipping armor?
Yeah.
All right. Well, tax these little fuckers. You know what I mean? I'm sick of this shit.
By the way, I just got an email from our 5-4 team. Apparently, we have a Valentine's Day celebration. You want to hear the menu?
Yeah.
Who's the
mango
kidder?
salsa,
Okay.
guacamole with chips, rotisserie chicken. Doesn't feel very Valentine's Day to me.
Not bad.
And milk jar cookies. Milk bar. It must be
So
milk
chicken
That's in the
and
office?
chips and guac?
Yeah, and cookies.
Yeah, someone did a bad job on the
Curate.
theme. That's in the office?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
Great. Okay. Well,
We
cool.
know who's eating that. Pete.
Nope. I'm.
Oh, yeah. Pete's taking down a whole rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, he's just like, give me.
I love
When
Valentine's Day.
food is in the office, Pete's like a Viking.
Literally in both offices.
Dude,
Yes.
that doesn't happen.
All of a sudden, he's an employee of every company.
Yeah, for the listener, like all of the 5-4 Menlo Club, all that stuff is like we're all in offices right next to each other.
Yeah.
For the most part, there's separate kitchens, separate perks.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Pete gets all of them.
Yeah.
Pete gets a haircut here, a haircut there,
A sandwich here, a chicken
favorite
there.
cookies from Young and Reckless.
Peanut butter pretzels
Ooh, they have
somewhere.
rotisserie chicken over at 5-4. I'm going over there. This guy's eating good.
Yeah, I make it, 3 stops on the way.
He figured it out.
Each kitchen, see what they got.
I bet if you
He
added
just
all
does
the
it with
perks,
a smile. That's why he gets away with it.
Yeah,
no one
nobody
says
asks.
that. Like,
Nobody knows what I do here. Dude, Remy just found out I wasn't actually his assistant.
no.
He literally goes, "Oh, you're not Dee's assistant?" I go, "No, dude. How have you been missing? I've been here for like 8 months now." He's like, "Whoa, I didn't know that." I talk to Remy like every day.
Oh my
So like,
God.
really, I don't think anybody knows what I do.
No one knows who you are.
Hey, I'd keep it that way,
They
man.
probably think you're my bodyguard.
Yeah.
I bet if you added up your salary plus all the perks,
Perks?
it's probably a pretty good number.
Yeah, it's a big number.
I think we need to
You
tax
can
him on the
smile and
perks.
wave, boy.
Yeah, I think you tax him.
those perks.
Tax him for that rotisserie chicken.
We tax him with $100 of food he's eating a day.
Yeah, and the 3 haircuts a week he gets. Okay.
He just always have a tight haircut.
No.
You're right.
He does.
Not really, not often.
Okay, let's talk about our good friend, Jeff Bezos.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Bezos made the news this week when he purchased a $165 million Los Angeles estate.
Yes.
Big baller stuff. Apparently, he's loving the LA life. I'm sure Lauren Sanchez is all about it. They're like, hey, we need to stick around. J and
Yeah.
B live right around the corner. Let's stick around.
9 acres.
That's a lot.
I don't even know what that means.
In LA.
Sounds
I don't
big.
either, but I know it's not common.
And 165 is the price tag. It's bought from David Geffen. My guess this deal went down in the summer when Jeff was on David's yacht.
Oh yeah, they probably
Sounded
just,
like he rented the yacht, right? Because I didn't see Geffen in the pictures. Or
No,
was
he was in
Oh, he was in
the
the pictures.
picture, yeah. And
imagine that conversation. Like you're probably just hanging out, looking out over the ocean. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up with that spare $165 million house you got?
I
You
mean,
wanna-
where's Geffen's primary home if he's just flipping a $165 million home?
you're living on that boat.
Yeah, screw it. You
The
don't need a
homeless
home.
billionaire. There's a thing.
Yeah.
There's a guy that named that, by the way.
But there's a lot of history to this house.
Yeah.
It's from
it was-
Jack Warner.
Yeah, I don't know who Jack Warner is. Everyone keeps telling me it's Jack Warner's home. I'm like, who's Jack Warner?
Isn't Jack Warner the founder of Warner Brothers?
Okay.
Isn't he one of the brothers? Yeah.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
wow,
Come
that's
on,
good.
guys.
Drama.
Come on.
He just took a guess on that one.
Jack Warner? Are you kidding? That's like a legendary.
Jack
He's
Warner
like,
is-
I've read 3 books about Jack.
Let me tell you.
I know who Jack Steffen is.
Fuck you guys. Anyway.
Only if you grew up in LA, you know who Jack Steffen is.
Okay, so big baller move here.
Yeah.
And I saw Geffen bought the house for $43 million in the early 90s. Nice little appreciation for him.
Nice. 9 acres. That's not depreciating in Los Angeles
No.
ever.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously, he's not doing it for an investment purpose, but he already had a home in LA, in Beverly Hills.
Are you talking about Geffen or Bezos?
Bezos, he had a home. And it was a big house because I've seen it. Friends with the person that lives next to him. And they I honestly think this is like a Lauren Sanchez. Like, you need to upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I think she's
calling the shots.
She's running the lifestyle business over
Yeah.
there at Bezos Enterprise.
I mean, he did also sell last week $4 billion of stock.
4.6.
He probably wanted to buy
So think about it. You said 4,
Yeah.
and I said 4.6. That 165's in the 0.6.
Yeah.
whatever.
It doesn't even
That's
matter.
literally a mistake.
This house is a mistake.
Yeah, it's literally like, I accidentally pulled out 4.75.
I want to know how the negotiation goes between Geffen, who's a billionaire, and Jeff Bezos.
My guess, it's all attorneys. They never speak about it. Attorney to attorney, negotiate what a fair market value. They keep going back to the parties. They say, yeah, okay, cool.
I think it was David goes to Jeff. The house is worth 120. What's 165 to you?
And Lauren's
Lauren's like, whatever.
Whatever, babe, buy it. Oh my God.
it's just, so the only reason I read about the house, and the only reason to own this house is if you're going to throw lavish events. So it makes sense. Lauren Sanders like, we got to have, like, Jay-Z can't have the only Oscar party.
Yeah.
We need our own Oscar party.
Yeah,
We just had the Oscars in our backyard.
Yeah, there's no reason to have a $165 million house when neither of them have young kids. They're not
No.
raising families there. Like,
No.
it's just for events.
Yeah.
Hey man, the vibe, the lifestyle.
I don't think I'll ever get an invite based on what I've said.
Bezos has been my winner of the year week. I'm getting that invite.
I think I might end up there. I'm thinking maybe if
Maybe if Jay-Z throws his party at...
hey,
could be the
remember
move.
me?
Yeah.
The little skinny white guy from the dance floor. It might work. I kept my mouth shut. Go ahead.
Shut up
check
and
it.
dance.
Yeah. Check it, man. I just want to show up. I didn't even pull my phone out. Okay. You ready to move on? No, you know what? Before we move on, let's slowly chip away at our future $165 million homes and sell some ads. Okay. Next up. It's only going to take 50 million more of those ads, and we'll get our house. Okay.
165 million.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this. So we talk a lot about health and health food, and we've had Alana, the nutritionist, on the show, and health is a really big topic in the country. And I think everyone is going a more healthy direction, except for 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
They are doubling down on the fatties.
Yeah.
They're saying they want to build candy destinations.
Yes.
They want to be the go-to place if you're trying to stuff your face with some sugar.
If you're looking for diabetes, they're looking to...
Service you.
Yes.
Yeah. They're going to speed that process up. So what is it? I mean, you think they probably just sell so much candy that they're like, hey, this is where we can really double down on?
Yeah, I think like they're trying to attract younger customers. I would think attracting millennials and Gen Zers would be, we're going to double down on healthier options and go like, here's our vegan section, here's our sugar-free section. Clearly, where 7-Eleven locations are located, maybe that customer is not excited about getting a sugar-free, all-natural bar. Like the 7-Eleven customer who comes in every day, grabs their coffee, a pack of cigs.
And some M&Ms.
Get
it popping.
Yeah, like
Get to your job.
It's actually Ahmad, who's a Kathy, who owns some 7-Elevens. He always used to tell me, he's like, people come in every day for a cup of coffee, cigarettes, and like
a frozen breakfast burrito.
Yeah, I don't think health is really on the front of mind.
But you know what I like about this? At least they're being upfront about it, because I think what McDonald's does is such bullshit. They do the ads with the salads and all that crap
And
when
skinny
all their
people.
business is burgers and fries and sodas and all extra large
Let me
sodas.
ask you a question. If McDonald's does a commercial with a 400-pounder, and he goes, the guy's just like, I'm having a great fucking day thanks to this Big Mac.
I would trust him.
Yeah, I would trust it. That's honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's how I feel right after I eat a Big Mac. I feel literally like that guy.
Yeah, so I just think the other fast food restaurants do this to like stay away from regulators. Like, what are you talking about? We're not causing the world to have diabetes. We have salads.
Yeah.
I think it's all bullshit.
Okay.
It's funny, in this article, they're talking about like some of the tried and true brands for baby boomers, and they're Heat bars and Baby Roots.
It's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
What happened to Snickers?
I'm a Snickers guy. I'm peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&M's phenomenal. Snickers, phenomenal.
Baby Ruth is disgusting.
Is Baby Ruth with caramel?
I think it's like all the peanuts,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
is held together by caramel. It's disgusting.
nougat.
Ugh.
That's
Nougat.
so people are still buying candies heavy.
Heavy.
I mean, Baby Ruth probably is having a big year.
That's what I'm saying. We live in a bubble. Like we talk
Like there
so
are
much
people
about
eating Mars bars.
If there's people eating Mars and Milky Way and
Yes.
peppermint patties and almond joys,
Of course. You
disgusting.
guys need to just visit Indiana.
Imagine eating an almond joy. Do you know how gross
That
is?
sounds disgusting.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you.
I do like peppermint patties.
This is coming from a guy that thought no one would have Heinz ketchup in their fridge in the future.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Did you see
ludicrous.
their stock got pummeled because that's what's happening?
Could spend their
Heinz
money
will
on
not
Baby
exist
Ruths.
if they don't change
Ketchup
the
has a
recipe.
lot of sugar, right?
Tons.
Yeah.
Really? Everything
Yeah.
has sugar.
Tons of sugar.
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys ready to move on from... Actually, you know what? More health stuff.
Okay.
Let's talk about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
All things coronavirus. Now, this one only ties into the coronavirus because, I don't know, there was an article about it, potentially this decision being influenced by the coronavirus and what's going on. But Tesla just announced a new stock offering. What does that mean? What are they doing? Are they riding this hot streak that they're on right now? What's happening with that? And how does it tie into any... I mean, there's this article about coronavirus. How does that tie in?
Well, they had said, and we had talked about this in the podcast, but the stock rising this fast, the best thing for Tesla to do is to do a secondary offering, get some cash off the table so that they can secure their future. They denied that they were going to do that. Today they announced they are going to do a secondary offering. It's not going to be a big one, $2 billion. But they're saying that the world has changed in the last 2 weeks because of
Our stock tripled. The world has changed.
Your world changed.
Yeah, and so because of coronavirus and the uncertainties of the market, we want to stock some cash up. So you're going to see this from a lot of companies. Everyone's corona.
It's a good spin.
My corona.
Yeah, I just love everyone. I love that people are blaming these big decisions on Corona. They're blaming earnings reports from 2019 on Corona.
Yeah.
Corona is not only devastating to a lot of businesses, but it's an incredible out.
Yeah.
For excuse.
Yes.
You can do
It's crazy.
anything right now and say, Corona.
Yeah.
It's
That's
been crazy.
what all the D2C companies are going to say. Oh, Corona. People stop buying
Yeah. Go
our,
ahead and we're
our
gonna do-
Harry's.
Harry's in the U.S. Corona.
Come on,
Yeah,
we're ready to raise
Everyone
another
stopped
round of
shaving
funding.
because of corona.
Yeah. Okay. How about China has also canned one of the top officials from the area where, the epicenter of Corona. I mean, this to me seems like you're just, you just have to have a guilty guy. You're just sort of blaming whatever. This guy, he's out of here.
Well, the Hubei province, where the center of the coronavirus, which has 60 million people, they reported yesterday that there's an enormous increase in infected people, and the government did not like that, so they canned him. He's got to go.
I mean, come on.
They probably fired him, injected him with corona, and said, "Get your ass out of here."
Yeah, see you never.
Yeah. Chinese are good at, Huawei is dealing with American regulators for clearly hacking American companies and intelligence. Chinese government is not afraid to do anything to win.
Except for tell the truth.
Yes.
There's no incentive, though.
I mean, this coronavirus is such a fundamental, example of their leadership style going wrong to me.
Yeah.
This was manageable.
Yeah.
But because you keep everything a fucking secret and don't let people speak out about it, you now have this.
So I didn't know until today they blocked CDC people from entering infected areas to actually assess what's going on.
Yeah.
The World Health Organization, as of Tuesday, there's the first time they've been trying since this whole outbreak started to get to the infected area so they can do their assessment. They just allowed them into China as of Tuesday, Wednesday. So, other than just controlling your spin, you probably could have helped solve this or contain it if you let global professionals in and actually assess what's going on and be like, hey,
No,
this is what needs to.
They won't, because
risky.
then the truth gets out about how bad it really is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck you, China.
Yep.
I said it. So I guess I'll never go to Hong Kong. Damn it. Okay. What about what's this other thing? They're tracking travelers. What is that story about? Tracking travelers from Hubei.
Yeah. So what's happening is China is trying to keep an eye on every single person that left Hubei, or however you pronounce that region, and trying to understand where these people are so that they can get a sense of like, where the hell is this all spreading? Obviously, it's spreading all over China. Where, like, who are these people? They're asking Chinese people to text a number and say, this is where you've been. Like, and Chinese people, like, from what I've experienced being in China quite a few times, is they respect and revere the government so much that they're actually going to do it.
Yep.
Like, I live in Hubei. I lived in Wuhan, and I went to the zoo. I went to the movies, and
I had some bat soup,
and yes, come get me.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
Well, I think
you
you
don't kill
lose.
me.
I mean, Chinese citizens know you lose if you don't just obey
Yeah.
at all costs.
Yeah.
You have to just submit, or you're potentially a victim of disappearing.
They're the worst. They're the worst.
Yeah, they are the worst.
This is such like literally this entire global crisis happened because of that style of leadership.
Yeah. And
Okay.
bats.
Freaking bat
really the
soup,
bad
man.
thing,
There's
but-
no
It's
way
bat
bat
shit.
soup is good.
It's batshit crazy over there.
I saw those videos and there's no way that's even a good soup.
And it's like looking at you in the eyes.
All right,
so
give me a
scary.
conspiracy theory. You're a conspirator.
I don't.
The United States planted Corona in China.
I don't think that's it. I think
Why? It just crumbled the country. It's great.
We found
it
the
crumbled us. It's gonna hurt us.
Nah, but ours is short-term hurt. There is devastating.
But ours is tied to theirs.
I love how
long
Trump
as theirs
just
is
said
bad,
it's
ours
going
is
to be
bad.
gone by April. The
Yeah.
warm weather's going to cure it. When did warm weather cure it?
Bats don't like the heat. The bats
just
don't like the
eat
heat.
it up. Gosh. Okay. I don't know. I'm working on my conspiracy theory. There's too many options right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I like the
Keep
one
us
that,
posted.
Yeah, I will. I like the idea that it could calm down the Hong Kong protests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still working on it though. Okay. The other thing is coronavirus, like we talked about, is hurting a lot of businesses here in the U.S. We're even seeing the people we deal with have trouble. One industry that it's having a huge impact on that I would have never guessed is the wedding industry.
Yeah.
You're gonna get wiped out. No more wedding stuff.
This is a perfect example of just complete stupidity. New York Post reports an article, coronavirus is ruining the wedding industry. So I go on to read it. This is one bridal boutique owner in Bakersfield, California. We cannot survive as business as usual unless we do trade with China. Okay. It's fucking Bakersfield. I mean, what? The entire bridal industry is going down because it's fucking.
You're saying it's clickbaity because they said it's the bridal industry, but it's one shop in Bakersfield.
Yeah. Maybe this year, like, your business was going down because people in Bakersfield don't want to get married.
That is the trend. Younger people are delaying marriage.
I'm telling you right now, you can blame coronavirus.
I
for
know
literally
that this is the perfect example. It's just like throw Corona under the.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I was talking about Curb Your Enthusiasm. Been talking about it a lot lately, and so I went back and had been watching it since the first season.
Yeah.
And there's an episode where his mom dies.
Oh, yeah.
And he figures out that he can blame everything on his mom dying.
dying,
He doesn't want to take a meeting. He doesn't want to blah, blah, blah. His wife won't have sex with him.
Yeah.
My mom died. And that's what coronavirus feels
Yeah.
like. It feels like literally anything wrong right
Yeah.
now, you can just
Yeah.
say, coronavirus.
That's when he said he was on the spectrum.
Yeah.
So if you can't make rent, blame it on coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
How can your landlord stop you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my last Instagram post did not have good engagement.
Damn.
Corona.
The Chinese weren't liking it.
Yeah.
Their
My
power's
TikTok's
been
been
cut.
down too.
Yeah.
Corona.
Big Corona.
It's crazy. Okay. You guys want to talk about winners, losers content?
Yeah.
Who do you got, D? Who's the biggest winner of the week?
My biggest winner of the week is Mike Bloomberg.
Yeah, I agree. That was mine too. I agree.
I think he. I want to say Bernie Sanders because he did win New Hampshire and he clearly got the Yang Gang out of there and a bunch of other nonsense candidates have dropped out. But
So you're calling Yang Gang a nonsense candidate? Just want to be sure.
Yes, I am 100% calling Yang Gang. I never thought he had any shot.
I'm just shocked at how passionate Yang Gangers are when he stepped out.
Yeah.
People were pissed.
I mean, people on social media that don't vote.
Good point.
But Michael Bloomberg, like, I think he has an incredible shot if he gets the primary nomination from the Democratic Party. And I don't know, I just felt a lot of momentum going his way because I think with Joe Biden out and...
Well, he's not out. He's tumbling.
Out. He's down for the count.
He's out.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, though.
He's like Chad Nutter with one leg.
I just want to point out, this is... Oh, my gosh. I just want to point out, this is proof that the memes did affect voters.
Yeah.
Because D literally, had it not been for meme day...
No.
He would have thought Bloomberg has no shot.
Loser, mini bike.
But everyone's talking about Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. So now you're in.
Yes.
Okay.
Anand?
My winner of the week, my main man, hope to tag along with you to one of those Oscar parties, Jeff Bezos.
Because of the house or what?
I mean, he's just living.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, it's
he's
just
living
like
in a $165 million house.
My point is,
living
it's just
well.
like we talked about. He's been at every hot event.
Yep.
He's the CEO, and his company's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stocks up huge in the last 12 months, and it just seems like nothing can stop this guy. Like, when does it catch up? Or is Amazon just so decentralized that it doesn't matter and he doesn't have to be the day-to-day guy? Like, what's going on over there where this guy's living like an Instagram model?
Yeah. I would give anything to know how that company's ran.
Yeah.
Because I can barely keep it together over here with 37 people. And this guy is like has the biggest company in the world and has time to go to every party.
Yeah.
And he's out late. It's not like he's leaving at 9 p.m.
No. No, he was late. Okay. Well, I was going to say Michael Bloomberg. I want to also give a side winner to Jerry Media. Because, I mean, think about the fact that, like, you were just a meme guy, like, 5 years ago. And it was, like, silly and whatever. And now you are getting money from presidential candidates. And your work is causing this much of a buzz. And they were all caught up in that Fyre Fest thing. And everyone was all outraged and canceled Fuck Jerry.
Yeah,
He's also stolen a bunch of content. It was like, Fuck Jerry's canceled. And no, he's not.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to take Mini Mike all the way to the White House.
Yeah.
Okay. How about losers?
My loser, let me see, I wrote this down. I don't want to forget. I want to quote myself incorrectly.
I should have. You know who else is a winner is Bong Joon-ho. That's it.
Oh, that's good.
For obvious reasons.
They partied till 6 a.m. in Koreatown.
That's a big story.
Yeah.
He was in Koreatown at like a restaurant.
Yeah. I think they rented out Soho House. So they did that till whatever hour.
2, yeah, probably.
And
Made
then
the classic move over to
Koreatown.
K-Town.
My loser is China.
Yeah. That's
Big
an obvious
losers.
one. I mean, the biggest of losers.
They might win loser of the year, losers of the decade after this whole thing shakes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Anand?
The U.S. political system. So we are a caucus and a primary in.
Oh, caucus.
Not
The
a
Iowa caucus,
again.
New Hampshire primary.
Yeah.
So once you get through the entire primary process, there's 1,900 delegates that are awarded based on how you finish across all 50 states.
Yeah.
I think Bernie has 23 delegates right now, and Buttigieg has 21 delegates. There's 1,900. Mm-hmm. Campaigns are crumbling. Mm-hmm. Everyone's shutting down over the first 44 delegates.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares about...
That's my point. Like, how are we deciding who runs for president based off Iowa and New Hampshire? Yep. It's so asinine. Why is this like the way it works? It's so stupid. Yep. Candidates who've spent hundreds of millions of dollars are shutting down because they didn't get 23 of 1,900 delegates.
Yeah.
It sounds so stupid.
I agree. Mine's similar. My loser, I hate to say it, is Andrew Yang. You know, I think he had a good thing going. I think he had a lot of good press. I think he got everyone all fired up on the $1,000.
Yeah.
You know?
He got yanked.
He got Chappelle all hooked.
And he got Chappelle all hooked, and now you're out of here, man. And, you know, I just think, look, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not trying to be hard on the guy. But you're a loser.
Yeah.
You lost.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, that's
free money. If free money won't do it, I mean, I could get just about anything done if I promise people around here $1,000. Won't do it. Okay. What about content? Any recommendations? Anything anyone should check out?
I just saw on Twitter The Weeknd is dropping an album
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Nice. That means tonight, 9 p.m.
I mean Valentine's Day weekend.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it is the weekend.
It's a long weekend.
Okay, guys, enough.
It should be called The Long Weekend.
Maybe it is.
Probably not.
Okay. Anand?
Sunday, All-Star game.
Oh, yeah.
Big Kobe tributes coming.
Yeah.
Excited to see what the NBA does. The fourth quarter is entirely dedicated to Kobe. It's the 1st to 24, and they have this whole new format. And then second piece of content, Bill Simmons had Bob Iger on his podcast.
What?
And it was fantastic.
All right, I'll freaking.
And then he read the book. He's so freaking smart.
Yeah, thank you.
Bob
I tried to
Iger is
tell you,
just
man.
like,
read the book.
His friends call him Bobby.
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
But like, it was so fascinating because he talks about like in the course of a day what Bob Iger has to do. So like the first couple hours, he's talking about like Disney cruises with his team. Then
Corona.
he's seeing like a Star Wars premiere. Then he's talking about theme parks. Then he has to
Does he have
deal
to
with
watch
ESPN.
all those stupid movies?
I think so.
Can you imagine? Yes, he does.
I could never be the CEO of Disney.
Yes, he does. Can you imagine how much coronavirus is in Bob Iger's conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's
It's
Corona.
everything.
But yeah, it's a great podcast. I think it was on Monday, February 10th.
Sunday. It looks like Sunday.
Sunday on the Bill Simmons podcast. Great,
But that's
great interview.
That's a perfect example. Like Bob Iger looks like one of the hardest working men that there is. Runs this massive company. You won't be seeing him at 2 a.m. at Jay-Z's party.
No, he's on his VersaClimber at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How does Jeff do it? What is Jeff doing?
There's actually one cool story from the pod. I'm not ruining anything, but I don't know who is actually going to listen to it, so I'm just going to say it. Bill Simmons talks about how when he was on NBA Countdown, which is an ESPN NBA show, people were like saying negative things about him, like in the press.
Okay.
And he said Bob Iger, he wakes up the next morning after Bill Simmons gets all this negative press. Bob Iger writes him this long email saying like, hey, you don't need to worry about this. You're doing a great job, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, this guy's got 230,000 employees. Knew this is something that's affecting me, who I'm technically a nobody in this $230,000 empire, 230,000 people empire. But he's like, no wonder he's good at his job.
Yeah.
He just knows how to keep everyone motivated.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it.
It was cool. It's a good interview. Check it out.
Yeah, I'll listen to it on the way home. Mine is, I will say, mine is a combination of old Curb Your Enthusiasm episodes. It's really all the content I've been taking in this week. Just cranking through vintage Larry David. One thing that I learned, because I looked it all up, all the details about Curb Your Enthusiasm, is that all that happens is Larry David writes an outline for the episode and they improv it.
Yeah.
And when they're running like the camera blocking, he doesn't let anyone say anything. They just have to say blah, 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 so that they don't miss a moment and try to recreate it. And now it looks awkward. So the whole show is improv.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Unbelievable.
And
Glad
the other-
you're on the train.
Oh, I'm in. I'm locked in. Still don't like Seinfeld though.
That's insane.
The other one is, if you haven't at this point, I don't know what else you need. Anand and I have warned you a long time ago. I don't know what other proof you need. If you haven't seen Parasite,
Yeah.
you got to watch it.
Absolutely.
I mean, best picture. What else do you need?
Fantastic movie.
So check it out. Pete, it's your turn, man.
All right. Happy Valentine's Day, all you lonely Cathys out there.
All right, Pete.
Sounds
All right.
like we're on like Coast 103.
Yeah. Coming at you.
You
with
now
some
tune back in to Coast 102.3.5 here live
You're
on
the
set of the
worst.
group chat.
No wonder you're single.
Yeah, I know. That's not the only reason. But okay.
Okay, what is it? What do you got for
Couple
us?
fascinating things. Pornhub Premium is free for the day. Now, you might be asking who would do that. Well, apparently 3 million people last year took advantage of that day.
So for Valentine's Day.
Yes,
for all the
last year they
lonely-
recorded 3 million new users for Pornhub.
Wow.
On top of that, you can get a personalized video from porn stars. There's 3 featured porn stars. I'll leave their names out of it because you have to go find out yourself. And on top of that, if you're in New York City, they're having a pop-up. Lower East Side.
tell
So
you what.
your entire segment's about porn.
Hey, not all of us are married, and okay? So these are, a lot of
It's a
young
good,
Cathys out there.
Single
Okay.
day, single guys, Valentine's
Whoa,
recommendation.
whoa, whoa.
Enjoy
You
your
don't have
porn.
to do just guys. This is open to all
No,
genders.
no. I said single guys, Valentine's Day recommendation.
Oh, okay.
Recommendation from a single guy.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man. Pornhub's marketing department is on point.
A1.
Look at they got Pete fired up.
They got Pete
I know.
Fired
Pete
up.
can't wait to get.
I finally don't have to pay for one day.
Finally.
See what I did there?
You should just soak up as much as you can.
Yeah, man.
Maybe take the day off tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I think I definitely will. So I
lay
just
in
start
a
early.
bathtub with
Just don't shake Pete's hand this week.
It's worse than coronavirus.
Get off me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Well, Pete, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Was you're really killing these segments.
Thank you, man. I just it gives me energy now.
Yeah, you're adding a lot of value.
Yeah,
Ever
thank
since you dipped your balls in soy sauce. you
Yeah,
really stepped it
that
up.
really is what like kickstarted
Yeah,
this
something
thing.
might have happened there.
Yeah.
You might not have tasted it.
I
but it
feel
might
like
have.
you know how people say like this is the moment Trump became president. Like this is the moment
Yeah.
Pete became an idiot.
Yeah. Every
I
week.
fully embraced
It
it.
happens every Friday.
Yep.
Okay.
You know?
Do we want? I just see it on our list. Do you want to talk about this Astros thing or no? Was that a
Yeah,
potential loser?
it was a potential loser. So they got caught cheating multiple years as an organization stealing signs via technology. And they reported for spring training today, and the owner and the players had to face the media for the first time since the scandal broke. And the owner was not remorseful at all. He was pretty dismissive. He goes, "We had a good team. I don't think it impacted the game."
Oh, gosh.
And pretty much dismissed it. One of the stars, Altuve, had a different interview, which he seemed a little more apologetic. But this guy's won the World Series and cheated and don't really care.
Hey, screw it. If you're gonna cheat all the way home. You
Yeah.
know, deny till you die, Astros.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. All right, guys, listen, have an incredible Valentine's Day. Do not follow Pete's instructions. You know, if you're lonely, if you're single, get out there in the world and meet someone. Don't cuddle up next to a MacBook and a bottle of lotion. It's not good advice, okay?
You could ruin the MacBook.
You could ruin the MacBook, first of all. Are we doing a Monday?
We're going to record Monday night for Tuesday. We know no one's going to be on pods.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you Tuesday, guys.
Yep.
Bye-bye.